Hi there, everybody. Thanks for visiting lanksports.com. Online sports editor Keith Schweigert here alongside Jeff Reinhart, and we're here to preview one of our two spotlight games for this week, the Section 1 clash between Warwick and Manheim Township. This one will kick off at 7 p.m. Friday in Neffsville. I'm going to be blogging live from the game, bringing you all the action from the field, so if you can't make it out to Neffsville Friday night, be sure to stop in and check with me. Jeff, this game pits our preseason dark horse team in Warwick against a team that some picked to contend to win the section title, and I personally picked them to win it. So it should be a very good game. How do you see this one breaking down?
A couple of hot teams. Township comes in on a 2-game winning streak after losing the first two and kind of limping there. They're picking it up, getting some momentum and some steam. Warwick even hotter. They've won 3 in a row. Darren Thompson. What a 3-week stretch for him. Warwick's running back. 3 200-plus yard games in a row. He had a 245 night in there, 209 and 3 touchdowns last week against Cedar Crest. He's third in the league in rushing. He's up over 700 yards. He's been a beast. So a good crux in this game here. Warwick's rushing attack, which has 1,097 yards, third in the league, against the Township defense, which, quite frankly, has struggled. Mm-hmm. They're near the bottom of the league. They're 20th, giving up 386 yards a game. Can the Streaks stop Warwick's rushing attack? That's what it comes down to for me.
Yeah, I mean, Township, we've talked about how much their defense has struggled, and it's kind of surprising. I know they've been hit by injuries a little bit, but still, it's been their biggest weakness so far. What do you think the problem is, and how do they go about fixing it in time to do something against Warwick, which, as you mentioned, comes in riding hot?
Really hot, and they're both 1-0. Somebody's going 2-0 here, and you don't want to fall too far behind in Section 1 because you know who is sitting out there, the Bulldogs. I think Township has gotten better on offense. Their numbers are picking up. Brendan Scott has a ton of kids to get the ball to. He's spread it around. They're scoring points. They're 4th in the league in total offense, 390 yards a game. But like you said, they got to clean it up defensively. Here's your perfect spot. Mm-hmm. Shut down the hot back. Don't let him get 100 yards. Don't let him get 2 touchdowns. Don't let him get 1 touchdown. Big challenge for Township this week because Thompson's just been red hot. And I want to mention the names. Curtis Zimmerman, Tony Venti, Dalton Bollinger, Tom DeVenny, Jared Good, and John DeVenny. Warwick's offensive line has been awesome. They lost a couple of kids. They get great coaching, great technique over there. It seems like Warwick always has a rugged offensive line. Those 6 guys kind of rotate in and out, and they've been awesome. And the numbers back it up. 1,097 rushing yards, and Thompson has been wickedly hot. So stiff test for Township defensively this week.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Warwick was kind of our dark horse pick, to do some damage in Section 1. I don't know that either of us expected them to be this good. And you got to keep in mind, they're doing this with their starting quarterback on the bench. He got hurt in week 1, so they've had their backup in there, although I guess he's the starter now for the rest of the way. But he's been in there for 3 weeks. I guess it's not too hard when all you got to do is turn around and hand the ball off to Thompson.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's still very impressive. Do you think Warwick can keep it together here and keep it going and really, have a say in how the Section 1 race is going to turn out?
Definitely. Oh, absolutely. I think so. And quite frankly, no offense to anybody, Warwick should be 4-0. Mm-hmm. Game 1 at Dallastown, they're winning 14-0 when Farnan breaks his hand. By the way, Dallastown's 4-0 and number 1 in District 3 in Quad A. So that's not a horrible loss when you look back on it. But Warwick, quite frankly, should be 4-0. That's the way they're playing right now. They haven't beat Township the last 7 years. Township has owned this rivalry here 7 years in a row. Warwick hasn't beaten them since 2002. So big challenge for both teams. Can Warwick overcome the Streaks hex, and can Township's defense take care of Warwick?
Which way are you leaning?
I'm going to go Warwick. I just love how they're playing right now. They've won 3 in a row. They're smoking. And I think even if they can curtail Thompson a little bit, they have Newsom, who's another speed back who they can toss the ball to. Zach Hurst has been okay. He's thrown 2 picks, but he's not really turning it over because he's just got to hand it to Thompson 30 times. I just love the way Warwick's going. I know they go on the road, but they get the turf, and I love their speed on the turf. I think Warwick keeps rolling. I'll take the Warriors.
Yeah, I think for me it's more about how Township's defense has been playing than it is about how good Warwick's has been doing, and Warwick has been great. Township, talking to Coach Mike Melnick, they're just not tackling anybody. They're getting gouged on big plays a lot. Melnick says they'll stop somebody for a quarter or so, and then all of a sudden, boom, they let big one play. Go, and they get hit with a home run play like that. And that's kind of Thompson's specialty. I mean, he had a 65-yard run in the first play from scrimmage against Cedar Crest last week. He'll nibble away at you, hit these little 3-yard runs here and there, and then all of a sudden he's gone for a big one. So that doesn't play into what Township, that plays into what Township has been struggling with defensively. I like Warwick here. I'm leaning their way. I think it's going to be a good game, but I like Warwick to prevail.
There we go.
So, folks, if you can't make it out to the game on Friday night, don't forget you can come here to lanksports.com for all the action around the league, in addition to the 2 spotlight games that Jeff and I will be blogging live from. We'll also bring you updated scores from around the league on our ticker across the main page and on our live blogs as well. We'll have the finals up within minutes of the closing buzzer at the end of the games. And, of course, Jeff and I will do a video late Friday night to recap all of the week's action. So we have a full docket of goings-on for you here on Fridays. Be sure to check with us. And as always, enjoy the games.